Okay, here is the video projection for the election on Tuesday. With the Electoral College vote, right here you see all the battleground states are in gray, and the Romney ones are in red, the Obama ones are in blue. And right now, the way that stands, that leaves Obama, Biden with 201, Romney, Ryan with 191. So how do we get to 270? Let's go ahead and first of all, let's just fix these battleground states because some of these are a little off here. Florida is definitely going to go to. Let's see, who's that going to go? That's leaning Romney. Definitely leaning Romney. That's going to go to Romney. North Carolina. That, without a doubt, is a likely Romney state. Okay? Pennsylvania, it's battleground, yes it is, but that's going to Obama. Everything has indicated he's winning there, and we have no reason to believe that he's not. Ohio, let's go ahead and talk about Ohio. Ohio right now, Obama is winning, so we're going to go ahead and close enough. It's time. It's time to start saying where we think these are going to go. Michigan, that's definitely Obama, but I'm going to just put it leaning Obama, but it's definitely leaning Obama. Wisconsin, without a doubt, that even though that's the home of Paul Ryan, that also, data showing that we've got that going to Obama. Iowa, which has been a little here and there and everywhere, but for the last few polls, it looks clear that it's heading towards Obama's direction, and he's in the lead there. So we're going to go ahead and give that one to Obama. And look what happens up here. Obama gets 271 Electoral College votes to Romney Ryan's 235. There's still 32 that are toss-ups. We still haven't even given Nevada, Colorado, Virginia, or New Hampshire. We've left those out of the picture. And Obama's won, even without those states. 271 right there. But let's say, oh my God, let's say that, let's take a look at Ohio. Let's say that in Ohio, that Obama doesn't win it, and that Romney does. And so now we're back in this other place here. But what we've got going on here is Nevada, which is definitely in the president's column, and then we've got New Hampshire, which is definitely leaning towards Obama as well, and then you need either Colorado or Virginia. Colorado is the most likely. It's the closest right now. They're both actually true toss-ups, but the president would need to win one of those two, which is why he's everywhere. So then Obama wins at 272, even if he loses Virginia. Even if he loses Virginia and Ohio, as long as he wins Colorado, Nevada, and New Hampshire, he still wins the election. So that's another pathway to 270. There's a few other scenarios, but those are the main ones. What now? Where is all this coming from? Where are we getting this from? Let's look at the battleground states. Ohio, Obama's ahead 49.4 to 46.5 to Romney's. He's 2.9% up. And we've got now how did the previous elections go? In 2004, Bush won it by 2.1, and in 2000 by 3.5. So Obama's 2.9 is within the reality of how these states have been going. Florida, that's Romney. He's got it. Virginia, Obama's got it at 0.2% ahead right now. Very small. So that's why that's a true toss-up. New Hampshire, Obama's up there, 1.5%. He's been consistently pulling up ahead there. We're going to give that. New Hampshire's going to him. North Carolina is Romney's. Obama hasn't won a poll there in a long time. Michigan is also Obama, as is Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Iowa. And the thing is, if you look at some of these states and look at this one here, which one is this? Wisconsin. Wisconsin, Kerry won it by 0.4%. Gore won it by 0.2%. So Obama's 4.2%. I mean, it's within reality. I mean, people are making this like, oh my God, it's, so close and what's going on. But the reality is these states have always been super close races, but they have been, leaning one way or the other. And this time it looks like these states are leaning for Obama. So go ahead and look at the final printout that I post up, but I'm going for Obama winning this with at least 270 electoral college votes to win. I just showed you 3 possible scenarios. The one that I think is going to really happen, I think he gets Ohio. I just can't say about Colorado. And but New Hampshire, Iowa, Wisconsin, I'm sure about those. So with the big question marks of Colorado and Virginia, Obama still wins it with 281 to Romney Ryan's 235. This is pretty much how, at least that much, Obama-Biden will win by. And that the polling supports that, as I just went through. So, people can talk about these big changes and these other things happening, but none of it's based on data. It's just based on wishful thinking, basically. But there you have it. That's my projection for the 2012 election, is that Obama wins the Electoral College. And I do think it will be a tie, popular vote-wise, or even Romney could win by 100,000 votes. I wouldn't be surprised. It could be he wins slightly ahead, but it boils down to Electoral College votes, and that's what it counts. That's what matters here. That's what wins the election. And I don't know what else to say, but we'll see how close I am. I'm also going to document this, so it'll be there, not just in video, but with the screenshots. Okay, thanks a lot. And what will you do when all this is over? Okay, so let's say that Obama doesn't win Ohio. Let's say that Ohio goes to Romney, and that then takes away our 263, or actually our 281. Now we're down to 63. Well, what then? Well, Obama then needs to carry Colorado. We make that a leaning Obama, and what do we have up there? We're up to 272 now. We're back into the safe mark, and that's still without Virginia. But right now, Virginia could even be in the mix. But right now, Colorado is leaning more Obama than Virginia. But let's talk about those battleground states. So far I've shown you at least 3 different ways in which Obama gets 270 votes, and this is still with losing Florida and losing North Carolina, and sometimes not even throwing Virginia into the mix. But let's go down here and take a closer look at where he is right now in the states. In Ohio, you'll see that he's ahead 2.9%. And that's like, okay, well, what's up with that? Well, let's look at 2004. Bush won Ohio by 2.1%. In 2000, he won it by 3.5%. So this is the kind of size of margin in which these races are won in these battleground states, these purple states. Now let's look at Florida. Florida is going to Romney. That's definitely. Virginia right now, Obama is up 0.2 percentage points. So very, very tight there. That's why it's a true toss-up state. New Hampshire, Obama is up 1.5%. Sounds scary. Oh my God, it's so close. But then you go and look, and you see in 2004, Kerry won it by 1.3%. And Bush won it by 1.3% also. So when you look at these numbers and see, like, this is consistent with the way the races go in this in this state. So New Hampshire looks, we're calling that for Obama. North Carolina, that's been Romney, staying Romney. Michigan, that's Obama, 3.8%. People are like, oh my God, it's not so good, it's bad. And you know, it's not great, considering that Obama won Michigan with 16.4% in 2008. But let's look at 2004 and 2000. And in both those years, Kerry won it by 0.4%, Gore won it by 0.2%. It's historically close races by which the Democrats win in these states. Oops, okay, actually that was Wisconsin, which we'll get to in a moment. It was 3.4% Kerry, 5.2% Gore in Michigan. Wisconsin, Obama's up 4.2%. And as I was just saying, Kerry and Gore narrowly won those ones in the past. In 2004 and 2000, they narrowly won those states. Sure, Obama won it by large. Like I said, this is not 2008. This election is going to be more like 2004 or 2000, where whoever won those states won it by slim margins. But right now, the person who continues in poll after poll to be slimly winning it is Obama. And that's why I'm projecting it the way that I'm projecting it. Pennsylvania, 3.9%. Is that closer than we'd like? Oh, sure, it definitely is. In 2004, Kerry won it by 2.5%. Okay, Gore won it by 4.2 in 2000. So it's within the threshold of what Pennsylvania goes to the Democrats by. It's not this big, huge margin. I mean, again, 2008, big fluke, 10%. That's not consistent with how it goes. Iowa, let's look at Iowa. Iowa, Obama is up 3 percentage points. And sure, he went up by 9.5% in 2008. But the thing is, look at 2004. George Bush won Iowa by 0.7%. In 2000, Gore won it by 0.3%. He gets you get all the electoral college votes. So Obama's in a better place than those two guys won it by. So that's why I'm saying is it's time to come in and say what I think is going to happen. That's what I think is going to happen. Colorado, this is an interesting one because Obama is up 0.6%. It's not as slim as Virginia, but a half percentage point is nothing to write home about. That's why Virginia and Colorado are the true toss-ups in this. It's just too close to call. But even without those two states, I've made my call. And just as you see, in Colorado, Bush won by 4.7% in 2004, but Obama won by 9% in 2008. This year, it's just really close. Nevada, Obama's up 2.8%. He's got 50.2% of the vote so far. Not so far, but in polling, our rolling polls that we've been looking at. And what did Bush won that state in 2004 by 2.6%. In 2000 by 3.5%. This 2.8% that Obama's ahead is consistent with how the winners of those states take it. Everything else is pretty clear. Minnesota's not even a real battleground. But again, that's the details of where we are and why I reach what I do when I do give, again, final projection here. I'm going to put Colorado as a toss-up, Ohio, giving that to Obama, as I did Nevada, Wisconsin, the Rust Belt, basically. Leave Virginia and Colorado as toss-ups, and we still have Obama winning it with 281 electoral college votes. So that's my projection. I think that it's going to look like this at least. And maybe Colorado will go into the Obama column and Virginia will go into the Romney column. Maybe they'll both go into the Romney column, both to the Obama. Either way, the electoral votes are there. But it's going to be close, and it's going to be interesting to see how this turns out on election night. And popular vote's going to be super, super close as well. So that's your final Camillo Post projection. So there we have it.